All right, we got Donald Holbert here now. Anybody down the south of the river probably knows Donald, and he does a lot of work with well, he likes to fish a lot. I'll give you that secret. But his other hobby, while he's not fishing, is he's turning a piece of wood or a tree or something else into some sort of usable art. And you can see right here, there's some pretty fascinating work. And Don, I mean, I know that this has got to be some serious dedication and focus to make this look the way it looks.
Yeah, I really do love doing this here. I was in commercial refrigeration for 35 years, and this is really a relief.
How did you get into something like this? How did you discover that you could turn a tree into a bowl?
I have some real good people down in Louisville that I was dealing with then, and they got me into wood turning, and I was making just wooden things and little drawers and things. And
is it hard to make a mistake on this, or is it something that you basically you're pretty good?
It's easy to make a mistake, and I got a good stove right beside it, and it goes right in it.
It makes good kindling when it's when it's not art.
It's easy to get rid of the stuff that goes bad.
All right, well, just tell us a bit about some of the stuff you got here. You got plates and
some of these are all the little wooden boxes I use for pinch of salt, and they have a little magnetic catch on them. This is a piece of natural edge maple bow. That it's a piece of ambrosia maple. I don't know if the people ambrosia. This is a piece out of my right close to me. It's a oak burl. It's come off my property.
Do you find some wood? I mean, obviously oak is a whole lot tougher wood than maple is. Is some wood a little more easier to work with than others?
Yes, some of the soft maple is really nice wood to work with, and that the cherry is nice wood. But a good sharp tool turn most any of the wood. This is a nice wood to turn with. It's a box elder wood. It's a native. It's just trashy wood around here, but it makes a real pretty piece, and the red in it is amazing.
So you're at the mercy of whatever the tree provides.
No, at the mercy. The best part is cutting a piece in half and seeing what beauty comes out of it. It's amazing what comes out of it like a hat.
Well, like I said, I was going to talk about, I think that's probably when somebody walks up here, that's the first thing somebody's eye is going to be drawn to is a wooden hat. Now, obviously, what give you an inspiration to make a hat?
That Chris Ramsey in down the road here, he is the finest wood turner in the world, as far as I'm concerned, and he taught me how to turn cowboy hats but we have in our club down in Louisville, and one or two turners turned hats, and I thought it'd be very interesting to learn how to do hats, and I went into it. It's a big job to turn a hat, but I still did it.
Okay, well, I see where it says on your sign here, all wood products are finished with food-safe material. Yeah. So you're not only wanting to do this for the looks. People actually use this for utensils and bowls.
We have a salad bowls at home and other bowls that we use all the time, and you can use a thing like that for a small serving tray. Put cheese around it, or anything like that. It's an awful pretty piece, but you can still use it for food.
Now, what's this inlay you've got over here on this?
This is a piece of Daphne Seaman and I did. It's a collaboration work. It's a piece of walnut, and this is polymer clay. And she and I did that, and we're both pretty proud of it. And we have a couple pieces here that we've collaborated on, and it does make an awful nice piece.
Well, Donald, we certainly appreciate you letting us take a look at what you do, I guess, for a hobby. This is not really so. That's what I'm going to say. You're not in here to get rich, but
no, I'm not going to get rich in here. But it is a real nice stress reliever, and it's so nice to cut a piece of wood that's come off of a brush pile or somebody's backyard that they was going to burn up and then turn it into a pretty piece.
Now, who do you find you sell most of these to, or who's the most interested, or just country folks, or some city slickers?
I sell pieces to people all over the world. Really? Come in here and it's really amazing that the same people in Germany like this piece as much as a person right down here in New Hope or Raywick or Bardstown or everywhere. The people all over the world, you just come in and they're just
Well, when you start out now, you don't get you a box elder. When you start doing this, do you have in your head what that's going to look like when you get done, or you just start carving and hope?
Yeah, no, I have an idea. Sometimes I've got a drawing board that I sit there and I'll draw it out, the shapes of it, what I want it to come out to. Now it may change through the process of doing it because of some crack in the wood, but I have an idea, like turning that small hat. I have an idea.
So when you looked at that tree, you saw a hat.
Well, yeah, you can look at there. You can get a big enough piece and say, yeah, that'll make a nice little hat there, a little cowboy hat. And it's a little mini hat. It's what you call a mini hat. That's a particular one. Is a gambler's. It's the gambler mini hat. That's just a full size cowboy hat.
So what we're selling here more is imagination as much as we are anything.
Yeah, but no, we're selling here mostly is the beauty of the wood.
Absolutely.
I believe the beauty of the wood will sell the piece. We'll sell the piece quicker than anything.
Well, I am fascinated for what you've done here, and like I said, I just keep on doing it because it's wonderful that people need to come in and see this, because this is something that, like you said, a few months ago, this might have been a little block of wood sitting out in the middle of a farm somewhere.
It really was. So a lot of it just come right out of the pile out back there. I'll just go back there and cut a piece off and turn it into. Tomorrow I'm going to go out and cut a piece off. It's just nothing but a big old stump.
Yeah.
It's a piece of that wood right there, and what it'll come out to be, I'm not sure, but it'll come out to be something pretty.
All right, well, if you can't go down fishing with Donald down at New Haven, he'll bring pieces of New Haven to you, and it's something you might be able to take home, put on your kitchen table, or show off, or use, whatever you want to do. So, Donald, appreciate you allowing us to come in here and take a peek at this.
Appreciate you coming in.
All right, well, thank you very much, and you can find Donald's stuff right here at the Fine Arts Bardstown Society Building right here in downtown Bardstown, and we're going to keep on looking around because there's so much fascinating stuff in this building. It's just kind of hard to boggle your mind and try to explain it all. All right, we got Joanne Bland here with us, and Joanne has been an artist and a sculptor. What's this? The middle '80s, 1980s.
1986.
And so you've been doing this a while. Now, is this something you do for? Why do you do this?
Well, it's expression of art and trying to recognize our wildlife, how important our wildlife is. This was juried by the Kentucky Guild of Artists and Craftsmen and also the Kentucky Department of the Arts. So I did this for quite a few years. I also do other medias of art, painting, fiber art, wet felting, dry felting, wood burning. I just kind of like to dab in the arts. I don't have any items here on display. I feel like I've paid my dues. Did a lot of shows.
Yeah.
And but I do enjoy doing the sculpture of wildlife.
Oh, absolutely. Well, wildlife, like I said, I don't know if they're diminishing or not, but it's good to have something like this. And I'm sure children probably love to see something like that.
I have done workshops with children and making small items, and they've enjoyed that. And I too enjoy working with the children.
Okay, this is the wild turkey here. We've got. It's not the kind you drink. This is she's just got her a wild turkey here. But what inspired you to do something like this?
Well, I wanted to do some wildlife to expose what we have in our area, the wild turkey. I've done displays for Mammoth Cave Gift Center, and did shows with the Kentucky Department of the Arts, anything to meet people and share what I like doing. And this starts out as clay.
Well, I was going to ask you, what's this made of?
It is clay. It's all hand-formed. Then the clay is removed from inside. You must remove quite a bit, yet the object has to be pretty strong. That is to prevent gases from causing this to explode.
Really?
Right, and there has to be a hole way up into here and secretly out through the eyes here, but you don't see that. And that is to allow the object to stay intact. It's fired at a kiln, and then it's hand painted. This is carved and etched, pretty much like you would do wood. It takes about 2 days to do this because you need to have firmness here, and I wrap these with saran wrap, any edges, so that because they dry first, so you don't have anything to break, and around the edges. Now I do other sculpture of Indians, especially the Mohawk Indian. I did a piece for the Breeders' Cup, and it takes a long time, but it's very enjoyable. I have birds mounted throughout the house. I have the ivory bill. I did that during the time when they were almost extinct, and there was one located in the Everglades, and so I like doing this.
Yeah. Now, is this something you do? Now, you picture this turkey, or you have a picture of a turkey, or you just know what a turkey looks like?
Well, I don't ever get close to one to really see how one looks, but I do have a book, shows some references in the appearance of those. And one of the hardest pieces that I've ever done was the rough grouse.
Mm-hmm.
And after finishing that, I shipped it, and I got it back. It was all broken, so I had to start all over. So that made it even more difficult.
Yeah.
But I enjoy being a part of the gallery. However, I'm very busy, and there's so many things. But I like to support them.
Absolutely.
And I think we have one of the most wonderful art galleries here. And people just really need to take note and come in here and see the beauty and all the work of such gifted
You heard
artists.
Joanne. Get in here. So Joanne Bland here with us right now. We appreciate you taking time, showing us what you've brought in here with you, and keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
All right. Well,
It's been
thank
a
you very
pleasure.
much. All right. Well, let's keep on looking around. We'll see what else you might like here.